Social Media is Ruining Childhood by Sydney and Stacy.
We'll be taking the side that yes, we agree that social media is ruining childhood. Throughout this opening statement, we will explore three compelling arguments that substantiate our position. 1. Social media puts children in harm's way like never before. 2. Social media usage has a negative impact on mental health. And 3. Social media negatively impacts important relationships.
Social media puts children in harm's way like never before. In recent studies, data has been collected that preteens and teens are spending about 8 to 9 hours a day staring at screens. There is no doubt that this will have lasting problems. Goldfield et al. 2020 states that heavy use of social media is associated with substance use, unhealthy eating, poor sleep, negative body image, and mental health issues. Researchers found that social media can be harmful to a child's brain development. Instead of kids engaging in mentally challenging tasks that develop strong cognitive thinking, problem solving, and decision making skills, kids are instead turning to and spending more time passively scrolling through short, unedited videos. The dopamine release caused by social media interaction has taken over our attention spans through quick and instant gratification. Another harm to children related to social media is cyberbullying. It is a lot easier to be cruel through a screen. People say things online that they would never say in person. Furthermore, cyberbullying on social media follows children wherever they go, as long as they have their device.
Social media usage has a negative impact on mental health. Social media usage can cause anxiety, depression, and self esteem issues. This may be caused by cyberbullying, wasting time engaged in unproductive behaviors, and comparing one's own life to others' filtered lives. When kids scroll through their feeds and see how great everyone seems, it only adds to the pressure. We're used to worrying about the impractical ideals that Photoshop magazine models give to our kids, but what happens when the kid next door is Photoshopped too? Social media creates a skewed self image. We only post the good and not any of the challenges that are faced in the world. This causes people to portray identities online that may be different than who they really are. The more time people spend trying to be someone they aren't, the harder it is for them to feel good about who they really are.
The final argument that we are going to dive into is how social media negatively impacts relationships in a child's life. As seen in the documentary, The Social Dilemma, we have created a world in which online connection has come primary. Speaking indirectly through these platforms creates a barrier of clear communication, but also creates a barrier in children being able to make friends, which is a huge aspect of growing up. With these friendships happening on screen, children cannot see the effects that their words have on others. Children are beginning to hold more value towards the many hearts, likes, or symbols they receive on a picture than the friendships they have face to face. As mentioned by Dr. Steiner Adar, if kids aren't getting enough practice relating to people and getting their needs met in person and in real time, many of them will grow up to be adults who are anxious about our species' primary means of communication, which is talking. Friendships are only one type of relationship that is in harm's way when it comes to social media use. The more time adolescents spend on technology and the less communication that happens at the dinner table or in the home, resulting in a disconnect and breakdown of the family relationship. If the relationship is in distress, but social media is impacting a child's mental well being, who is there to support them through these times? It all seems to stem back to one big issue: children's access to social media.
Today, we have shown you how social media is ruining childhood by putting children in harm's way like never before, being detrimental to their mental health, and negatively affecting the important relationships in their lives. These points collectively demonstrate that our position that social media is ruining childhoods is the most logical stance on this subject. We encourage you to keep these arguments in mind and join us in support of our position.